to 49 for drug offences in Anambra. Nigeria gets tough draw against Poland. Good morning and welcome to MCL News. I am Amanda Carlo. Now the details of the news. The presidency has described as many speculations the reported planned imposition of visa restrictions on some African and Asian countries, including Nigeria, by America's government led by President Donald Trump. A presidential spokesman, who is also the senior special assistant to the president on media and publicity, Madam Garba Shehu, stated this in a statement in Abuja on Wednesday. Reports say that some local traditional media organizations, including online publications, quoted foreign media outfits on Tuesday that the Donald Trump administration has concluded plans to add several countries across the world, including Nigeria, to the country's travel ban list. The affected countries include Nigeria, Sudan, Tanzania, and Eritrea from Africa, while Kyrgyzstan and Belarus from Eastern Europe and Myanmar from Asia. The federal government has tasked Infrastructure Concession Regulatory Commission to seek alternative means of raising funds for government to meet the developmental needs of the people. This is as a result of the huge cost of providing effective security services and infrastructure to Nigerians. The Minister of Interior, Benny Shola, made the call yesterday in his office in Abuja while receiving a delegation from ICRC led by its Director General, Chidi Izuma. He said that the Infrastructure Concession Regulatory Commission is central to the government's desire to move the nation to the next level of socio-economic development. Shola stated further that the provision of internal security is capital intensive. As such, there is an urgent need for agencies of government to explore alternative means of financing internal security services, governmental projects, as well as the needed infrastructure requirements of the citizenry. He commended the leadership of ICRC for its commitment to service, saying more hands must be on deck to support the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari to put a smile on the faces of millions of Nigerians who, he said, are in dire need of government support. The minister expressed optimism that the plan of his ministry to transform the custodial facilities of the Nigerian Correctional Service Centers to enterprise centers will further boost the economic drive of the federal government. In his remarks, the Director General ICRC Engineer Chidi Izuma said his team came to rejig its collaboration with the ministry and its agencies so as to move the country to the next level of socio-economic development in line with the policy thrust of President Muhammadu Buhari administration. The state government has captured former Deputy Publicity Secretary of All Progressives Congress, Timmy Frank, for attacking Governor Okezekbazu over his trip to London, where he accompanied President Muhammadu Buhari to the UK African investment. Frank had criticized the Abia State governor for traveling with Buhari when the People's Democratic Party was planning a nationwide protest over the sack of Emeka Hinjaha as governor of Imo State. He said that Ikbazu left Nigeria when his party, the PDP, needed him at home. But in a swift reaction, Special Advisor Media to the governor, Inyinaya Apollos, berated the former ABC chieftain and charged him to bury his face in shame, stressing that Frank, who is now a PDP member, spoke like a job man, not like a party loyalist. He disclosed that arrangements for the trip to the summit had long been concluded before the Supreme Court verdict that sacked Ihinjoha. Apollo explained that the UK Africa Investment Summit will afford the governor another opportunity to expound the England Economic City project at the world stage. Two chairmanship aspirants of Nsukka Local Government Council, Enugu State, in the forthcoming local government election in the state, Messrs. Chineme Onyeke and Celestine Chisa Ona, have been attacked by unknown persons at different locations in Nsukka. Reports revealed that Chinelo Onyeke, who hails from Nsukka East constituency, was allegedly attacked on his way from Ehe-Alumona after visiting his priest friend last Saturday, while Celestine Una from Edema Nsukka West constituency alleged that unknown gunmen invaded his residence. He said that they riddled his entrance gate with cartridges in an attempt to abduct him, but he was not around at the time the gunmen invaded. Onyeke said that he fled into the bush and was followed by the hoodlums. Until the time of this report, nothing has been seen or heard of him, while Celestine Una said that unknown gunmen came to abduct him, but he was at home and his gate was riddled with cartridges. Since last week, there has been heightened tension in Nsukka over local government council elections slated for February 29, 2020. The youth took to streets of the University of Nsukka in protest over alleged endorsement of Patrick Umeje to contest under the platform of People's Democratic Party for the second term. When contacted for comment, Enugu State Police spokesman Daniel Ndukwe said the police are working on the alleged attack on Chinelo Onyeke and burning of PDP office in Nsukka, while they have not received any information on the alleged attack on Celestine Una. The People's Democratic Party and the All Progressives Congress on Wednesday signed a peace accord ahead of January 25th to run election for Kaduna State House of Assembly seats in Kagako and Sanga constituencies. The peace accords are the instance of the Kaduna State Police Command to ensure peaceful, fair and credible election. Speaking at the event on Wednesday in Kaduna, the Commissioner of Police, Umar Muri, urged the candidates of the political parties to conduct themselves within the ambit of the law. Muri implored all the stakeholders to do the needful and work in harmony to ensure violence-free and credible election. He advised the candidates and the supporters to accept the outcome. The Resident Electoral Commissioner in the state, Abdullahi Kalgama, commended the police for the initiative. Kalgama explained that card readers will be used during the election and assured the INEC will be fair to all. The representatives of the PDP, Danjuma Saki, said the peace accord is timely and urged all stakeholders to abide by it. Saki also urged security agencies and INEC officials to be neutral and transparent in the conduct of the election and to protect voters and their choices. He appealed to all stakeholders to allow for peaceful election in Kagako and Sanga. Stakeholders at the event included officials of Nigeria Immigration Service, Security and Civil Defense Corps, Department of State Service, National Drugs Law Enforcement Agency, among others. President Muhammadu Buhari has condemned the killing of Kano President in the Michiko local government area of Adamawa State, Pastor Lawan Andimi. Pastor Andimi was beheaded by Boko Haram. Buhari, in a statement by his spokesman Malam Garba Shehu, expressed sorrow that the terrorists killed Andimi after expressing their willingness to release him to third parties. Andimi was killed on Monday after the insurgents had rejected the 50 million naira ransom offered them. The president condoled with the Christian community in Nigeria, the government and people of Adamawa State, and the deceased family over the cleric's murder. He said the insurgents would continue to pay a heavy price for their actions, adding that they would eventually be defeated. Buhari appealed to nations supporting Boko Haram and other terrorist groups to end such support. Andimi's killing was announced yesterday in Yola by the Adamawa State Chairman of CAN, Reverend Dami Mamza. Andimi was abducted on January 4, 2020, when Boko Haram insurgents attacked Michiga and Madagali local government areas, but were repelled by soldiers in synergy with local vigilante operatives. Still to come in the news, price of tomatoes reduces after Yuletide. Raw cautious as Nigeria draws Cape Verde, Car and Liberia. Details after the break. Please stay tuned.
Our esteemed viewer, thanks for your patronage of our programs and services, for which we say thank you. We remind you that at all times you have the right to quality broadcasting. It belongs to you as well as to write to lodge complaints on broadcast materials or conduct of any broadcast station. MCLtv is open and receptive to your commendations, complaints and criticisms, as such comments strengthen and make us serve you better. Feel free at all times to address your reactions to National Broadcasting Commission, Enugu Zonal Office, Current Drive, Independent Layout, Enugu. You can email us at mbcenuguzone@yahoo.com or Modern Communications Limited, number 9B Obibo Avenue, Aba. MCLtv, the world in your home.
Alright, I'll get back to you. Welcome.
We are here for the results.
Wow, the lab results.
Yes.
Okay. Where is this man? She has malaria.
Malaria?
Yes.
What do you think you prescribe for?
We prescribe Casimir tablets.
Casimir tablets?
Yes, Casimir tablets.
Casimir tablets get at letter and lumefantrine for inside. Casimir tablets now Maxim Laboratories Private Limited for India. They make them, but na Grace-based pharmacy and store limited. And then they distribute Casimir tablets for here. Casimir tablets get NAFDAC approval for take fight malaria, comot your family.
Casimir tablets, na correct anti-malaria.
Casimir tablets, it dey stop every malaria.
Mommy, mosquito is biting me.
But I asked you to use top rank insecticide. Top rank insecticide kills mosquitoes, cockroach, flies, and every other crawling and flying insects faster anywhere around you. NAFDAC approves top rank insecticide for its effectiveness. Use top rank insecticide and enjoy a peaceful night rest. Available in all shops and supermarkets near you in 600 milliliter can and 300 milliliter can. Top rank insecticide is marketed nationwide by C Success Multi Services Limited. Telephone 0813 111 2348 or 090 960 22577. Top rank insecticide. What's worth doing is worth doing well.
You're welcome back. As the new year sets in, prices of some perishable goods have slightly decreased. This was confirmed when MCL News visited Good Morning Market in Aba. Esther Ndukwe has the details.
Tomatoes is one of the stable and perishable vegetables patronized by most families in Nigeria. During Yuletide, tomatoes is often scarce and unaffordable. A visit to Good Morning Market shows reduction in price of tomatoes as against their prices few weeks ago. For instance, a basket of tomatoes we sold between 12,000 to 10,000 naira now goes for between 5,000 to 4,000 naira.
Last December we sold 10,000, 12,000, but now the thing has come down. We are selling 7,000, 6,000, sometimes 5,000. So it's not stable. The supply is now bigger than the demand. That's the challenges. It is wasting our money. Understand? Because those in the north, when the driver the water don't know, you buy gas, you buy fuel, and the price of gas cannot be reduced because the market is bad. It cannot. But when it comes here with the transport money, the whole money goes down.
Now December garaga, tomatoes 18.7, 17.7. 12.2, but Monday garaga 9.7, 9.2, but today ojolo kwa na ake ya loba teba ubu a we ha na ere here a na ere when dey ere 4.5, when dey ere 5.7, when dey ere 3.7. So no go dere price e kwere ai na ere here. Price a na-ere ero mere affect n'ihi moto dị oke ọnụ. Otu moto a na-agba otu moto na-agbacha 2,000 naira. So many affect due to ha bubatara ya too much. Oh yeah, million.
Tomato now, if you hold them tomorrow, always tomorrow in the melt, no be beans, no be waiting you go keep. But no be woman pot, the tomato don't come. If you go mirror, you go see 10 motors. So now waiting cause them. And this kind thing dama, now so the business day. If you say now one motor there for about now 12,000 or 10,000. The price according to how the market come.
The traders also believe that in few weeks ahead, tomatoes will be more available and affordable in the markets as regards to the dry season. In spite of optimism, the dealers appeal to government at all levels to look into the challenges, including poor network of roads and the charge in produce which the traders face.
Kahale produce ane menozo. Oya na cost onye aja dị nke ọnụ. Ha ebulata tie produce abulata tie ọnụ ya ka ọ dịrị ọdịtụ low ka o nwee ike na-enyere anyị aka ya na-ere.
I am appealing to the government first and foremost to put our roads well, because the drivers, they will complain to you that the roads are bad, understand, and there are too many checkpoints on the road. So they will tell you they are settling the police, they are settling the on the highways. So that will make them to influence the price of the motor. And when you pay it all, you see that when you finish the price and paying the driver and them settling the road, they have nothing to do. So that's where it's affecting us. When the road is good, and they will not have much to complain.
I would like to call government attention, because government they rule people now. Like Enugu market or Onitsha, for Kaduna now, they no go gree carry about on. How people abro pull about. If your motor come here reach us is if you no get person or army or escort, motor no go fit enter reach this market. If they work out small, then go hold them. Small time, then go hold driver. You go find army before they carry your motor reach here.
Some buyers who spoke off camera expressed happiness over the decrease in price. They urged government to put measures in place to enable the people to access commodities at a lower price as the new year emerges. Esther Ndukwe, MCL News.
The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, Anambra State Command, on Tuesday said it has arrested 249 suspects in the state for various drug offences in 2019. The command's public relations officer Charles Odigie stated this in a statement. Odigie said that the command has intensified war against drug peddlers in the state to put a stop to the movement and consumption of illicit drugs. He said apart from the arrest, the NDLEA in the state has seized 426.598 kg of hard drugs from suspects and secured the conviction of 37 persons within the period under review. The NDLEA spokesman pointed out that drugs were seized at various locations in the state, even as he gave a breakdown of the substances seized as cannabis sativa, 356.9927 kg, cocaine, 0.00223 kg, heroin, 0.063 kg, and crystalline meth, 69.030 kg. Odigie applauded the state governor, Willie Obiano, for his assistance to the command in the fight against drug trafficking. On sports, German coach Gernot Rohr said the Super Eagles have the strength in depth to weather the storm and ensure progress after Nigeria was drawn against Cape Verde, Central African Republic and Liberia in the penultimate round of the qualifying race for the 2022 FIFA World Cup Finals in Qatar. At a brief welcome ceremony inside the now Ritz-Carlton in Cairo, Egypt yesterday, conducted by CAF's Director of Competition Samson Adamu, a variant Clementine Tour, and 1998 FIFA World Cup winner Marcel Desailly. The 40 teams remaining in the race on the African continent were drawn into 10 groups of 4 teams each, with Nigeria heading Group C. Reacting to the news yesterday, Rohr told newsmen from France that the group is delicately balanced, but insisted the Super Eagles will advance to the next round with dint of hard work. Nigeria's first game, coming up in October this year, will be against the Lone Star of Liberia, who reached the stage after shoving neighbours Sierra Leone in the first round. African champions Algeria head Group A will have 2 interesting games against the Italians of Burkina Faso, with Niger Republic and Djibouti also in the pool. Tunisia's Cottage Eagles head Group B, which also has Zambia, Mauritania, and Equatorial Guinea, but the presence of Cameroon and Cote d'Ivoire in Group D makes that pool most interesting. They are joined by Mozambique and Malawi. Group E looks the most evenly set with Mali, Uganda, Kenya, and Rwanda, none of which had been to the FIFA World Cup previously. Group G is also mouth-watering as Ghana, quarter-finalists of the only FIFA World Cup finals to have been hosted on African soil, faced the country that hosted the finals in 2010, South Africa, as well as Zimbabwe and Ethiopia. Certainly, Group J is similarly something to survey, as the Democratic Republic of Congo, Benin Republic, and Madagascar are joined by Tanzania. Each of the 40 teams will play 2 matches each towards the end of the year, with the remaining 4 matches coming up next year. The third and final round of the qualifiers will see the 10 winners of the pools drawn into 5 explosive home and away fixtures that will produce Africa's flag bearers in Qatar. Those knockout games come up in November 2021. Nigerian women team has been handed a tough task in their quest to berth at Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games as the West African side was slugged out against Poland in the first round of the competition holding in Portugal. The women's team led by Edem Ofyong and Olufunke Oshunaike will face a star-studded Polish side which has Paralympic gold medalist Natalia Patika. Oshunaike is optimistic, saying they will surely give their best against the Polish team. Being the first international tournament of the year and the most important, the 2020 ITTF World Team Qualification Tournament serves off in Gondoma as it provides a passport to the most celebrated sporting event of all, the Tokyo Olympic Games. Elsewhere in the men's event, there are 34 teams registered, thus an opening round comprising 4 outfits is required. Italy, the number 26 seeds, meet Malaysia, the number 34 seeds. The winners confronted Belgium, the number 12 seeds. Poland, the number 23 seeds, faced Lithuania, the number 33 seeds. Successful team meets Nigeria, the number 14 seed. Notably for the winners of the later exchanges, Chinese Taipei, the number 2 seed, square weight. In the opening round, they meet Thailand, the number 28 seed. For Nigeria, Shegun Toriola, seeking an 8th Olympic Games appearance, a tough task awaits. That's the Savannah News package this morning, but before we sign out, a recap of our major stories. The presidency has described as mere speculations the reported planned imposition of visa restrictions on some African and Asian countries, including Nigeria, by America's government led by President Donald Trump. The federal government has asked the Infrastructure Concession Regulatory Commission tasked to seek alternative means of raising funds for government to meet the developmental needs of the people. The National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, Anambra State Command, said it has arrested 249 suspects in the state for various drug offenses in 2019. And on sports, Nigeria women team has been handed a tough task in their quest to berth at Tokyo 2020 Olympic Games, as the West African side will slug it out against Poland in the first round of the competition holding in Portugal. Please join us again by 8 a.m. for Good Morning Abia. I am Amanda Carlo. Thank you and good morning.